Brooke's late to everything. There's a 90% chance it's because she was napping, and on the off chance she does get where she's supposed to be, she definitely forgot something at home. Those were the answers I was expecting to receive when I interviewed three of Brooke's closest friends for what comes to mind when they think of her. However, upon interviewing them, it became very clear that they think that the greatest gift is her friendship. Happy birthday, Brooke. Your friends truly appreciate you. I've known Brooke since before I could talk. In fact, I really haven't known life without her. I've seen the best of her and the worst of her, and I've somehow stuck around through it all. Maybe it's because every year she promises ice cream cake and a pretty great red wine blend to toast. We are here for said cake and wine, so I'll get on with the toast and we can get back to the celebrations. I asked three of Brooke's closest friends what's the first word that comes to mind when they think of her, and they had some pretty great short stories on why they believe she's passionate, generous, and empathetic. Claire said that Brooke is passionate. Claire's known Brooke since middle school, when they used to sell Girl Scout cookies for patches that their moms never really found the time to sew onto their vests. When Brooke was in high school, she discovered nail art Tumblr blogs, and she would invite Claire over about 3 times a week to give her a full manicure and, with painstaking attention to detail, decorate her nails. Claire said that this gave her very fond memories of sitting on Brooke's back patio in the summer nights surrounded by acetone-scented clouds. Claire said that Brooke's not only passionate in her art, but also in her music. Claire sat through many local open night mics, singing along to One Direction covers, and she still definitely requests What Makes You Beautiful no matter the situation. The first night that Brooke's single debuted on Spotify and Apple Music, Claire was the first to send her sappy congratulations. And speaking of sappy, Claire said that Brooke's passion shines brightest in their friendship. Whether it's after work dinners or late night texting conversations about boy troubles, Claire said that Brooke is always there, and her advice is always considerate and always honest. If a friendship is going to last from middle school to middle age, there definitely needs to be passion behind the actions, and Claire said that Brooke has the passion to make this happen. Unlike Claire, Amanda hasn't known Brooke quite as long, but she had plenty of stories to share, and I hope that you can laugh along with me. Amanda said Brooke is generous. She said that Brooke is always there no matter what, and she's always willing to drop her responsibilities to make sure that her friends are okay. When I asked Amanda what best illustrates this generosity, she gave me 2 stories. The first story is from last Valentine's Day. Before Brooke went over to visit friends, she made sure to stop and get everyone a rose and their favorite adult beverage. The second story comes from one night when it was pretty late and Amanda had FaceTimed Brooke. It was evident that Amanda had been crying, so Brooke dropped everything at her apartment despite the late hour and drove over to Amanda's place to make sure that she was okay. Whether it's these late night FaceTime calls, roses on Valentine's Day, or stopping at McDonald's to grab Amanda's favorite, Diet Coke specifically from that restaurant, Amanda said that this is why Brooke is most generous. The third person that I went to interview for this speech was Amanda's roommate, Holly. She had no shortage of stories and smiles. Holly said that Brooke is empathetic. With a word like empathetic, can you tell Holly's a writer? She said that Brooke's willingness to travel, check in on her friends, and motivate them with complete understanding of their circumstances is why she believes Brooke is empathetic. The first story that Holly shared with me is the fact that Brooke is always down for a road trip. One time, Holly wanted to see a show in Minnesota. The only issue was Holly had to work pretty early the next morning. Brooke volunteered to drive, and she drove through the night to make sure that Holly made it to work on time the next day. Holly would like me to add, however, that was probably the first and last time that Brooke was ever on time for anything. The second story that came to mind when I asked Holly why she believes Brooke is so empathetic is the last time that Holly was broken up with. It happened around the same time that Brooke's mom passed away, and so she wasn't expecting anything from Brooke as she was dealing with some pretty serious issues of her own. However, Holly was shocked to see that Brooke constantly checked in with her to make sure that she was handling things okay. So no matter the time, the place, or the time management, Holly said that Brooke is always there for her friends, and that's why these stories best illustrate why she's empathetic. passionate, generous, empathetic. At this point, I probably just sound like a thesaurus, so I'll get on with ending this speech so we can get back to the birthday celebrations at hand. This evening I've shared with you the fondest memories of Brooke's 3 closest friends to emphasize the fact why they believe she is as passionate and generous and empathetic as they believe. When I started drafting this toast, I wasn't expecting the answers I received, as Brooke's friends typically don't pass up an opportunity to roast her. However, after interviewing them, it's pretty evident that they value her friendship. So happy birthday, Brooke. Your friends truly, truly appreciate you.